Okay.
All right, a little bowling. Welcome to the greatest Rotary Club in the universe. All right, how about an invitation?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this nice meal we had today and for this beautiful fall weather and for all that we do in our community. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Flag salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Four-way test.
Is it
Is
the
it truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
All right, we got a song. Yulia. Sing along. Everybody knows this song, right?
Never smile at a crocodile. No, you can't get friendly with a crocodile. Don't be taken in by his welcome grin. He's imagining how well you fit within his skin. Never smile at a crocodile. Never tip your hat. It's not to talk a while. Never run, walk away. Say good night, not good day. Clear the aisle and never smile at Mr. Crocodile.
You know, we have a recurring discussion about how long we sound. Thank you, Julie. That stretches our level just a little bit. That's fun. How about visiting Rotarians? I know we have at least one. Do we have a visiting Rotarian somebody wants to introduce? Mark Price.
I'd like to introduce someone who's always with us and actually we consider a member of our club, Pat Renfell.
Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce from Schedule Morning Rotarians, Joe Lindquist.
Hi, Joe.
Yes, some Rotarians. All right, we got a full house today. Way to go, Rotary Club, for being here. How about I got Steve Wick when he took a great big bite. We're going to go through the budget, and I think it's a good time right now. If Steve could go through that, I'll turn it over to Steve.
Start with the club. Hopefully everybody had a chance to look at it last week. The club is mostly fun and all that good stuff, so you barbecue, your Christmas party, and all that good stuff. So basically, we're just making a motion and seconding to approve it. If it goes.
Can you just
I'll second
give us the numbers, the bottom line? Please do that.
Okay. So we usually try to get about 400 a week off of fines and raffle and all that stuff. We come down to about 20,000 a year, and then that gets divided up on the different parties and different things like that. So if you can see at the bottom, we're gonna lose money, we're okay, so.
And we're doing that purposely so that we can spend our club funds down a little bit.
Last year, we had transferred 20,000, because we had way too much, so we transferred it to the foundation, we usually did community projects. So we're getting it down close to where it needs to be. And, so all we need is a motion and a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the foundation, somebody needs some copies, I still have a few, but I sent most of them out. So we got, so we're gonna be around income about 299,000 this year with all the things, and we're gonna spend about 302. And community projects, I think, are around 138,000 this year. We're able to spend most everything. We had a couple we couldn't do, but we're in pretty good shape there. Any questions?
I guess, the city water park, it says, is that one is the, community center doors,
Gonna add on over here, yes.
just so everyone's clear.
And that includes in the community project, the 25,000 for YMCA, again, we'll do that 3 more years. And the dessert dash at the auction is also for the community action, so we've already spent that money.
I move that we approve the foundation budget.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We got that.
Better if that blue screen is off of there. It gets real dark when the blue screen is on.
Thank you, Steve and Travis Tyson for helping out.
Right, so it just turns out.
Any announcements from the floor? I know Bruce Berglund has one.
And I don't think
Okay.
Well, good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Glad to be here today. Carl asked me to give a little update on the auction that we do in May for the sponsorship. And so I've been working with, I've had the pleasure to work with Rich Wiry, Rich and with Carl, and we're basically organizing the different levels of sponsorship, so it's more can, plug and chug, and it's definable. Rich has done a good job to get it where it's at, we're just kind of tweaking it to make it useful for where we're at today. And we're also assembling a list of companies that may want to be sponsors, and that's still being assembled, we're still tweaking on both of those. But what's coming down the pike, so put this in your head, the new one, is we're going to be asking certain people here that have some influence, or if you have some influence, you could ask, and we'll put you on that list, to go after different companies and present the sponsorships. So we're thinking we can get maybe, I think we talked about the number of maybe $30,000, $40,000 in sponsorships before we can show up. So that's a good little adder to what we can do. So you might be asked, if you have an idea, if you want to ask somebody, then get a hold of myself or Carl or Rich, and we'll make sure that we can make it happen. So that's it.
Thanks, Bruce.
So I need to share some sad news with the club. Eloise Stendhal is very, very ill. I received a note from her and went to see her this past week. She's got pancreatic cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So her late husband Bill, longtime member of the club, past president of the club, Eloise, longtime educator, former president of the Retired Teachers Association of the state of Washington. I went to see her and she was writing notes for the association, still working hard, giving of her time and talent. So had a great conversation with her, and if you have any more questions, you can just let me know. She lives at Creekside, but a real institution in our community, and I just wanted to pass it along to those of you that know her.
Thanks, Dave, for doing that. And thanks for visiting with her. You're late. Becky, you have an announcement.
I do. I put together a fireside, but I'd like to see a raise of hands for next Tuesday at 5 o'clock out at Eagle Haven. If we don't have, I know a lot of people have conflicts. If we don't have enough people, we'll do it another day. So if you can make it Tuesday, just raise your hand. What do you say, President?
It's up to you. It's pretty borderline.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make a decision to postpone that maybe till November, and I'll send an email out about that.
If you do it in November, if you do it after the 13th would be great.
Okay.
I don't,
to join you guys sometime.
All right. So thank you, Becky, for that. Keith, you have an announcement.
Thank you, Becky. On your tables, you may notice some typified letters there to you from the village of Carsley, those in Honduras that our club sponsors all the kindergarten and primary school students, about 60 or 70 of them. They're thank you letters. If you speak Spanish or you're in luck, if not, take one home for your kids or grandkids to practice reading their Spanish. But we're involved with 1,700 students plus all the teachers and a lot of other projects in Copano, Honduras. And that's one of the little towns on the border with the caravan went through Honduras. So if anyone talks about Honduras and those poor refugees, you're helping probably 2,000 people in Copano, along with 10 other Rotary clubs in our area. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Keith. Anyone else? I've got a couple, but all right. If you have one, you got a couple of minutes while I make one to think about it. If you have cell phones that are dead or no longer exist in this country, and you just want to get rid of it, bring it here and put it in the gray tub, and it will be taken to Uganda and sold for the benefit of a new medical clinic that Dr. Sarah Copeland, our own member, is organizing a trip to and so forth. So any old cell phones, bring them in, we'll use them. Any toiletries, toothbrushes, you name it, that the people at the food bank can use, bring those in as well. I want to remind you the tours of the YMCA are November 3rd and the 8th of December. November 3rd and the 8th of December. Those are Saturdays. And we had a sign-up sheet, and I have that, but I don't have it with me, so I'll try to bring it next week and do that again one more time, so we have an idea of how many people are going to go for their own planning and purposes. November 17th, we got a work party at Avery Martin's. That's on the board, and that's going to be a fun one because they're going to be burning slash piles, but also making trails. And if you have like a quad or some sort of a side-by-side, you can bring it and help blaze the trail by having fun. So you can actually do good for Rotary by riding your quad on a trail. How about that? And our Christmas party is still on the 14th, and thank you, Becky, for grabbing that. Is there any, next week, we have a special meeting. We have the district governor here, so if you come, don't leave early. Give her the full respect. It's Linda Murray and her husband Bill, and she is a she's a Rotarian's Rotarian. She's been very actively involved for years, and I'm sure she'll have a great message, so let's give her the full due honor and respect she deserves next week. We have a special board meeting at 10:30 in the morning next week, and I'll be emailing the board on that, where we meet with her, kind of go over what we're doing, and drive her around town, show her some of our projects so she's familiar. So when she gives her talk here, it's relevant to us. All right, last call for announcements. All right, thank you. How about a raffle? Do we have a raffle? president requests a dance.
President will do a dance.
Yes. With you.
He requests a dance.
Oh my gosh. That was not planned. That wasn't the choice. I will do a dance while everyone else is thinking.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, we get music.
No, we don't.
There's a dance. Okay, who else is brave enough to bring the fine from $3 to $1? Great, thank you. Sorry. All right, you're going to do it. Yes, we need the mic.
Do I need the microphone or can you hear me?
Steve,
What did the 0 say to the 8?
What
Nice
did
belt.
say?
Say to the 8.
nice belt.
Nice belt, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much. From this table. Anyone else? One last one. Think what you would like to do. Song, dance, inspiration, or joke? Inspiration. Inspiration. $3. All right, you guys, thank you.
So we're the singing and dancing club. How about happy bucks? Do we have any happy bucks? Mary, are you Mary or Becky? Do that.
Steve, they need the mic. Up here, Mary. Up.
I got a happy buck. First of all, I'm happy I haven't been here forever and happy to be here. Actually, I'm happy sick. Last week I took time off and I got myself my first antelope eastern Montana. Yes.
So I have a sad dollar and a happy dollar. My sad dollar is I had to get a divorce. My happy dollar is that it's over.
Happy 20, happy buck for the buck I brought home last weekend. So I have a happy 20 for what went on in the Palouse last Saturday. But before that, I got to go back even further to the following Saturday, the 13th, the previous Saturday, I went to the Cougar Rally in the Valley, and the president of the university was there, and Oregon had just won a game that they were playing that day. And the president of the university, we asked, well, what about game day? What about game day? Are they going to come? Are they going to come? And he didn't know. He hadn't heard. Well, halfway through the evening, he received the word, and so he made the announcement to the group that college game day. My nephew Blake was first in line to get into the pit at game day, and the Gurneys were there, the Drummers were there, and it was just a magical day in Pullman. It was a great game, and just a quintessential college football Saturday. So I'm very happy. We didn't coog it, and I kept texting my sister. I said, "We're 10 points ahead, okay?" And Oregon scored, we scored 28 points on the number 12 team in the nation. So it was a pretty good game overall, right? Right? No goods.
So I have a happy $20 for in celebration of my husband's 34th wedding anniversary.
I have a happy buck to thank those of you who have made reservations for the Mount Vernon Rotary Club's November 9th event at Skagit Center. It's a Friday night. And I believe you've already filled one table, but you're welcome. Anybody else who hasn't been there, I don't have invitations today, but just let me know before we leave, and we'd certainly welcome more of you. It's going to be a nice event, right? Thank you,
Just
Matt.
like yours.
Okay, I've got a happy five here, because a couple months ago, Connie and I, a friend of ours, Steve Long, and Connie's sister, Steve's wife, we were out at a family home at a Hood Canal, and we all saved the life of a diver, pulled him out of the water. We just found out recently he's doing okay, so actually it's $1 for each one of us that were out there contributing to those teamwork efforts. He's okay, we found out.
All right.
Two happy bucks. The first one is I wanted to thank Dr. Howland for coordinating the mentorship program that we're doing out at Cedar Woolley High School. We did a little speed dating where the students interviewed us as for future peer mentors, and I'm looking forward to working with this group of young leaders as they're coming up. And boy, if I was a junior in high school, I would have loved that opportunity. My next happy buck is with the food bank. We're doing a pub crawl here in Cedar Woolley this Saturday. It is a fundraiser, not a fundraiser, but I do have tickets instead of the face value of $25 each, two for 40. So please see me. Thank you very much.
I just have an informational buck, and basically, unless it was imported from Africa, the antelope was technically a pronghorn, and its closest living relative is the giraffe.
Sorry to have you by. I say $1 for the projector finally decided to work. So, yay. 4 is for actually 2 each. So Heather, as a swimmer, she finally qualified for YMCA regionals by smashing the record by 6 seconds. So she's actually about 2 seconds away from a team record, and she's going all for it. She has until February to figure it out. So.
Last call for happy bucks. All right, well, it's time for early beavers, but you aren't going to want to miss the program today. We got one of our own, speaking about the Sedro Woolley Rotary. Let's welcome Doug Wood.
Well, this speech is going to be great. It's going to be very interesting, and you have no idea how nervous I am. I'm on a new computer, thanks to Daryl Heisler, and my first time ever using PowerPoint. But here we go. That's what I did yesterday. And special thanks to Adrian for getting it going, because I was almost ready to have a heart attack. Okay, we'll start off. There's a bunch of stuff on the tables for you. There's license plate frames. If you happen to move a car in a parking lot, you can see it. There's programs, some refrigerator magnets, and glasses. Feel free to fight over and take them home. Take them all. We appreciate everything that the Rotary's done. This is Cedar Woolley Rodeo Grounds. How many people have been to the rodeo? You can raise your hand. Wow, more than I thought. Very good. It's surprising how we go around different places and people still don't know there's a rodeo in Cedar Woolley. Anyway, real quick history. I'll put the first slide on and make sure it works. This is what a bad day looks like. He is about to hit really, really hard right there. Anyway, we were formed in 1943, and they bought 10 acres out there in Pulte Road where it is, and right across from Janeke Industries for $3,000. 1945 was the first rodeo. And then 1948, they first combined with logging, the demonstration, and the rodeo, and started the logger rodeo. Now, Cedar Woolley Rodeo and Cedar Woolley Logger Rodeo are two completely separate entities that happen at the same time. So it's a very confusing thing. I don't know exactly why it is, but that's the way it is. We have a really good working relationship with them, and we complement each other. But they're two different things. Anyway, our goal is to support equine sports, keep Western heritage alive, and we're the only rodeo now in Skagit County. The membership, we got about 100 people, and our goal is, not just the rodeo. We have a lot of other things we do. We want to keep the riding arena open for people and families to come and ride their horses. You know, and so it's all volunteers. We have some volunteers with us now. John Mannerin, you raise your hand. You might want to come talk. He's our treasurer. Drew Aldridge is our royalty coordinator, and Dorothy Elsler is she's in charge of 4-H here in the Skagit County and with our club, and she does a great job. This is just a great picture of my horse Toad. My blue horse is named Toad, and that's me getting to ride around right before the rodeo. And one good thing about the rodeo, we get a lot of photographers come. There's probably 4 or 5 different professional photographers who come and take pictures of the rodeo. So I'm going to share a bunch of them today. And we have a royalty program, which Drew's going to come up and talk about. This is Allison Knudsen, our 2018 Queen. And
So Allie couldn't be here today because she's in college, and Doug and I pulled her away a few other times for things, and we couldn't do it a third time. But as you guys can see, Allie just this year traveled 4,200 miles. She made it to 29 rodeo performances, and she's attended actually over 20 community events. So it's pretty neat. She's a huge ambassador for the Sedro Woolley Rodeo and for the town of Sedro Woolley. So our next year's queen has already been crowned. That happened a couple weeks ago, and her name is Abigail Barr. She's from Burlington. And if any of you guys have any public events or community events where you'd like Abby to come, just contact Doug and he'll get a hold of me, and we'll get her out there, because the more things that they can do for the community, the better.
There's no question that we have the best Queen program in the state. It's well funded, well ran. We go more places. We're well known in the Pro West. We are part of the Pro West Professional Rodeo Association. And the way to describe that is the PRCA is like the pros, like the NFL, and then we are like a minor league team. So it's still professional board, professional organization. There's a lot of prizes and things going on. Sedro Woolley is well represented there. John Mannerin, Dave Temple, and I used to go around, and the three amigos, we call ourselves, and we would go to these different events, and we'd say we would always leave a good impression, but we'd always leave an impression. We didn't know if it's good or not. Always leave an impression. So here's why we do it. These are the kids. It's a great family sport. There's Drew, 2 kids, and Eric and Andrew Van Pelt's son. What we do, number one, you can see the crowds in the background. We do not only rodeo, we do Friday Night Lights, which is a barrel racing series. Like 9 different times on Friday night. Kids play day. Dorothy wants to come up and just tell what a kids play day are. She's in charge of that. We do mounted shooting, cowboy and one shooting. I'll talk more about that. Go ahead.
Well, Doug didn't tell me I was going to do this, but a play day is where people come on horseback, and we just set up informal events. They can do it at a walk, trot, or a canter, or like Doug at a dead run. And we just have fun, and we raise a little bit of money, and we just get to be on horseback.
Good job. Thank you, Dorothy. So I knew she could do it. So we have mounted shooting, and then with this last 3 years, we are involved with a Hispanic group that puts on a festival, Patrias, out there. Have dancing horses and music and stuff for people. We have a good relationship with C4 Cowboy Church. We meet on Wednesday nights out there. But not only do they use our facilities, they are an unbelievable group of volunteers and work and help us. And then we also have a roping event every year out there. So it's a very well-used place. Our sponsors, we can't say enough about our sponsors. Look, Joe has there. This was a few years ago. But many of your companies here and many Rotarians are sponsors of the rodeo. I won't name all of them for fear of forgetting somebody, but we really appreciate it, and we cannot put this on the taxes, insurance, without the help of the local sponsors. There's just a cowboy church, come. It's a great time. It's very informal. They serve dinner at 6:30 and then have a church service there. There we are. It's a very patriotic, rodeo is a very patriotic event. You know, it sends goosebumps listening to the announcer who carried the flag around. My privilege about 10 years. I started out when I was a copper doing it, and then I keep doing it. And they're very patriotic people. And we represent both Canada. You know, we want to make sure Canada's in there because our president and their president didn't mean to me. But anyway, we love the Canadians. There are a lot of Canadians come down and are part of our Pro West. And here's a roping event, and you can also see the sponsorships. Very colorful rodeos. They're very colorful. That's why people like to take pictures. Dwayne Lane Ford. Just a couple examples. Our hired owners get to have somebody carry their flags, and it's bright and colorful. Our rodeo flag, and then it starts. Bucking horses. This first is bareback. They try to ride them, and then this is just shown. Can you imagine the nerve it takes to crawl down on top of that beast when you know he's got nothing he's going to hang on to except the saddle. It's going to blow up and do bad. We have a lot of volunteers. This is Dave Hughes, Hughes Farms Potatoes. They volunteer their job, and they love this time of year when they come play cowboy. It's all different looking at it when you're down in the area. Here's some bulldogging. You can see a picture of our rodeo clown. James Honda. I don't think he's here today. Is he? Yeah. I didn't see him. Hi, Dan. Before every event, we always include the kids. They have stick horse races and give out prizes. It's always a lot of fun to watch kids get involved. This is a Skagit Rain Rider drill team. If we have time, I'll maybe show a video of them. We probably will, but it wouldn't. You can't. I learned that you can't embed a YouTube video in your PowerPoint. It doesn't work. So I found that out this morning. Here's a pretty girl. Anybody recognize her?
Yeah.
Sophie Manarin carrying the casket or John's dental flag. That's just a good picture right there. And mounted shooting. I'll also try to get a clip. I had a clip of that. This is Andy Harkness. Anyway, we started that several years ago. What it is, it's you shoot balloons. They're real guns, real 45 caliber, single action handguns that they do not fire a bullet, but you break balloons. And I'll try to get one at the end of this to see. It's very, very challenging. There's different courses. So you have 10 balloons. You shoot 6 or 5 of them with one gun. You have to reholster and grab the other gun and shoot 6 more. And I've always said, I've done it for years, very poorly, but the funnest thing you can do with clothes on. I had a video, but it is not going to play. Nope.
Did you have clothes on in the video?
Really not. This is Friday Night Lights barrel racing series. They have they average 100 barrel racers per night on Friday nights out here this last time. They're a good fundraiser, and it's one of the better barrel racing in town. There's another video of Jamie Hinton riding Goob that won't work. There's bull riding. There's John Mattern standing in the background. He's getting ready to run. He's getting ready to rescue the guy. I had a bull riding video. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That's Drew's daughter. It says the 2000 what?
Oh, that's mine.
Huh?
It's my crown.
Huh?
She's wearing my crown.
Oh, that's your crown? Yeah. Anyway, this is just some of the photographs that the people show us. There's right close to the action. You see John there and there's other guys that run the shoot. He's looking brave, but actually there's a gate where he's got to open it. He just opens and jumps in there real quick. Which, he and I probably won't this year, but I did this year. The finals, we would stand out there and get the judges, and then we'd have to go add 35 and 38, come up with a number. And simple math is not that simple when you're standing out there running around. Now these guys, they try to ride it. You know, sometimes they don't get them ridden. I mean, bull riding is a tough sport. You see it on TV that they're really, really good guys, but it's a lot of fun. It's a crowd favorite. There's the Rain Riders again. I can try to get one. There's the bulls lounging around. This is what they do before and after. People think sometimes we hear the criticism it's mean for to treat animals like this. But this is their life, except for 8 seconds when they buck somebody off and try to stomp them. And then they go back right to doing this. So they're pretty interesting creatures. You just don't want to get too close to them. A few years ago, we started having what do you call it? Trick riders. And the McMillan trick riders are a great treat. I had just a couple of pictures of that. And this Davey, this little guy, he'd ride around standing on the saddle shooting a gun. They're just phenomenal. Barrel racers, once again, very colorful. You can see the leggings on that one. And a lot of these are just nice pictures. I like a nice picture to get you out of class early. Once again, our sponsors are always in full display. Rain Riders again. There's a video. I'll try to get that. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Woo!
Slow motion.
I had music earlier, but you're right. Yeah, you want it. This is worth coming to. Because I don't know if I can get out of it. They're just some slow, just some stills. This is a guy jumping off a perfectly good horse to grab, to bulldog a steer. Once again, it doesn't hurt him. They're about 600 pounds. So. It's like I say, a lot of it's just artists, and we get hundreds of pictures, and I just picked a few. My wife said, "Don't put too many people go to sleep." Oh, that's a good picture. It's not going to end well. This is our grand entry. We have one of the biggest grand entries in rodeo, and all the sponsor signs, the flag, and it does several things. It lets everybody be part of the action. All of these girls. When they first start practice, Drew's kind of is in charge of it, and they're sometimes scared to death to go out there, and their horses aren't used to this. This is a very unnatural environment for a horse, and after we practice for a month, and at the end, there's a great sense of accomplishment. My best story is to do sponsor runs, and this one little girl, I used to stand by the gate, and she had a flag, and her horse was jumping them down. I mean, and she had her hat on. She looked at me, and I was standing by it. She said, "Oh, I'm so scared." She said, "It'll be fine. Go." Boom, she took off. But then you see genuine smiles from these kids when they don't get hurt. It's a lot of fun. And there's John Manner's butt again. And Dave Temple, he's our other cohort. He was the arena director. He quit us, but good bunch of people. And here's a cute picture. There's Gracie, which is Drew's daughter, and Terry, which is Drew's mom. And Terry's mom, Donna, is out here someplace too. So there's 4 generations of Gertises in the grand entry. There we are with flags again. This is my other horse named Sam. Sam and Toad, real genius names. Here's just some more of the kids. They're Day Creek Sand and Gravel. Mike, let's see Mike here he is. Just Art's picture. Anyway, we've been having record crowds. This is just a. You can't believe that there's this much activity unless you come.
We can't believe it.
We lost the connection.
Oh, well, I can't help you there.
Keep talking though.
That's why I don't want to remember.
Just keep talking.
Anyway, the rest of the pictures, I believe, were out in 2000 or 11 or 14, the Rotary Club project was to redo our restrooms. Anyway, it was a great thing. It's kind of set the foundation for our facilities going on. They were so bad, and now they are so nice, and we're so thankful that we had Rotary do that, and we're looking forward to this year's project. Our bleachers are very sturdy. And but last year we had 2 people fall through them, and it was during the rodeo, and we're just very thankful nobody got hurt. But we're going to hope we will redo them. There's a restroom. I went and took a picture of this thank you sign, and I forgot to take a picture of the restroom. But there's signs thanking you, and there's a rotary wheel on the end of it. So not only did it, it's well represented there. And these are the bleachers that we're going to replace. We've been replacing them piecemeal, but they just they have a tendency to rot, and people fall through it, and nobody's died yet. And that's the whole stand that we priced out to do. So it'll be really nice to get this done. So with treated wood. This is our cook shack, and this is the old sign that's out front. There's several renditions of old signs, but we are really trying to keep up the rodeo heritage, Western heritage, keep it going, and thankfully we have a great community support. One other thing I was going to talk about on the Queen program, I was going to say, the Queen program, they ride around, look pretty, and they have to go ride horses, but I've been doing this for like 9 or 10 years, and you take these young girls that are very nervous and scared, and they teach them how to give community presentations. They go out and represent the community, and by the time they're done, it is unbelievable the change in the maturity that you see in them. So it's a great program, a great thing to do. So, and with that, like I say, I can answer questions all day, but like I say, my favorite teacher was. When let's have class early. But I do have something, a giveaway. I was going to have a question. When was the first rodeo again?
1945.
Raise your hand. Who's about?
1945.
Okay, 1945. Okay, come on up. I'll give you these glasses. A good rodeo sponsor right here. Thank you. These are what I call whiskey glasses. And then my wife calls them wine glasses, and the grandkids call them juice glasses. So, these are the perfect size for whatever you want. The other ones on your table are bigger. Do you have any questions? Louis.
Seems like several years ago, Queen candidates used to sell tickets for the log floating down the river.
Logger Rotary.
No, they
Oh, did they? Yeah, I've been president of the Logger Rodeo I was president of the Logger Rodeo for 10 years, and then I don't know I don't know if they did that. Maybe they did. Who said they did? No. That's Logger Rodeo means 2 different things. Oh.
Yeah, the Logger Rodeo queens had a completely different thing from rodeo.
Right.
And the way it worked originally when I was a part of it was that you had what was the JCs at the time, and they ran the logs down the river, which is something that we talked about reinstituting here through Rotary. But the Queen candidates would sell tickets to guess what amount of time it was going to take for that log to float from concrete to Sedro, Woolley. And there were all kinds of rules.
Marble Mountain, Sedro, Woolley.
Marble Mountain?
Yes.
Okay. me, so you would know.
I was log rodeo president too.
And so, anyway, but the thing was that you eliminated candidates through the sale of the tickets, and they got down to 5, and then you have judging, so that was how it worked back then.
Yes.
So, I don't understand the difference between modern rodeo and rodeo. Does the modern rodeo have a rodeo?
No, Water Rodeo is a festival in town.
Got it, okay.
They do the wood carving now. Used to be, there was a logging show when I first started a log show, and then now they do a logging demonstration. They arrange the parade, and we just do the rodeo. And we buy spots in their program. It just happens simultaneously at the same time every year. So it's two totally different boards, totally different organizations, and it makes us, you know, it's good for us, and hopefully it's good for them too to be doing it together. Because there's a lot of times there's been talk on changing the rodeo dates to the weekends, because sometimes, but we resist it because we want to be part of the log rodeo.
So, this is like what I would call a good small town rodeo. How does it stack up against, is there, you know, there's rodeos and then there's like professional bull riding rodeos that are attended by 100,000 people, but for the class that you're in, how do you rate to the other?
Well, you know, we have gone to a lot of rodeos, John and I, and, you know, you can't really compare between the NFR, the real pro ones. I mean, it's the same events, same everything, but our rodeo has probably a few more less entries, which there's 5 or 6 riders opposed to 12 in it. But we put on a really, really well-run rodeo. We have a great stock contractor who comes in and brings the animal, and it happens fast, and it goes fast, and we have a wonderful beer garden that people come and spend a lot of money in.
Within Pro West, we win awards with other rodeos we compete against.
Yeah, we've won awards with the Pro West, and there's no question that our attendance is higher than Newport maybe is right up there with us, but other rodeos, they do the same thing, but none of them get the attendance that we do. Yes?
Doug, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the Sedro Woolley Riding Club, because for a number of years that I'm aware, they've supported the oncology center at the hospital with our patient care fund. And it's really the community taking care of the community as our patients that come and need those services.
And that is one thing I forgot when I was putting this together, is to mention is we have one night that's Woolley Tough. We wear pink for breast cancer survivors. We have a great ambassador, Joe Isaacson, who carries the flag, and then we do pass the boot for to raise money, and announcers on board. And this year we did $1,000. We split it between United and Scattered Valley.
You guys also support the emergency room pretty heavily there?
There's times. There are times. There's often, we've had a few trips out there too. Nothing serious, thankfully. Louis.
On that note, Carl, there's programs for busted up loggers. Is there a kind of a program for busted up riders?
Yes, we have one night we do the breast cancer awareness. We pass the booth, breast cancer survivor, and the second night we do the Cowboy Crisis Fund. And they raise money for injured cowboys as a fund that they can draw on. I don't know how many of you here when Clay Learned did the Rider Relief Fund for the bull riding. That has now evolved into more of a incorporating the whole rodeo arena rather than just bull riding. It's gotten bigger, and this is first year for that. But yes, there are plans, and like Clay is involved heavily in, you know, not only does they give money, but he calls the hospital and they work out, you know, deals with hospitals to cover the injuries. You know, we've been very fortunate recently not to have any serious injuries out there. There's been lots of banged up bruises and people hauled off, but fortunately, knock on wood, nothing too serious. David.
So when I was involved in Log Rodeo, it was a huge pleasure working with the Sedro Woolley Riding Club. It's a partnership that is really unique, and it works so well. That was the year that Drew was queen when I was president, and that was a real special day. But we're so lucky here to have two amazing events going on at the same time, and it brings people from all over the world.
Yeah, and you know, we've thought about it before, but it really is, you know, you have two different mindsets and people, and it probably wouldn't have worked as well as if we combined it. But it is very interesting. Dorothy, where do those people come from this year that you brought?
We had an exchange program with 4-H youth from New York, upstate New York. We had 25 youth at our rodeo.
And we had like 20 workers from the C4 Church from North Carolina that came and helped. And you hear people all over the country and state come, you know, because like I say, somebody's in the area and they get on the internet looking for things to do, and it's the only rodeo. It's the only rodeo. Well, it's the only rodeo in the state, I think, on the 3rd and 4th of July. We don't have, fortunately, any competition, so it's odd days.
How do you get to be the queen? I know you last two have been Burlington, yes, I'm assuming Sedro Woolley, is Mount Vernon included in that? As a Skagit County, they explain the process there. I don't want to be queen, I'm not asking.
Yes, so, okay. So yes, within Skagit County, we have like borderlines that we don't want to travel too far away, but we can always make exceptions if there's a girl coming from really far away. But we do try to keep them close to home because we find that when we have a queen that has lived here, it works better because they are representing our town. So, you know, if they know more about our town, it works better. But to become a queen, there's all kinds of things that they have to do. And so we have a pageant day, and they are judged on all kinds of different things: public speaking, riding ability, personality questions, and then they decide them at the end of the night. Come up with one.
One of the things is you have to ride a strange horse, and you not your horse and do these different things, and that's always exciting. But they have a great program, and yeah, it's open to everybody, and they have judges come from all over the state who do not know anybody. It's really fair. It's quite competitive.
So last question, we got to wrap it up here, but how much money can a cowboy make at the event?
Boy, you know, we add $1,000 per event, and then they have from their dues, depending on how many ride, they split the pot. But it can be, you know, and sometimes if we don't have riders at bull, it might get up to, you know, a couple thousand. But it's upwards, you know, $1,800 for the top rider.
That's only 8 seconds they have to ride.
So they do. But you know, bull riding is 8 seconds plus running through your life.
That's a lot of money per hour.
Thanks again.
Can't get away without getting a pen to ink your next rodeo meal.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Very good. Here, I'll give you your laptop back. All right, we're going to finish on time. That's all good. I want to thank our visitors, Dorothy, Drew, Pat, Joe. Thanks for coming. Is there anything else to be brought before the club? All right, I'd like to make sure that we take down the tables and chairs, so if you have time, please stick around. And with that, we are adjourned.